Alright. Let's make sure everything's all good and working here today, huh? Let's make sure it's all good and working. So, game audio, mic audio are up and running. Awesome. Let's bring the YouTube preview. Make sure YouTube is doing the YouTube preview thing. And that is good to go. I think we're good to go. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you all are doing well here today. Happy Saturday. It is the last day of round 1 of the 5-star feature Daredevil Hell's Kitchen arena grind. I have been doing percent. So if I wind up somewhere in 6 to 10, I think that's going to be a miracle. But we got to put up the points to do that here first, and that is the goal for tonight. I want to welcome you all to the stream here. That's what we're doing. We're just putting up points. We're just hanging out. We're just talking. We're just going to be having a good time. For the next hour and a half, couple hours, whatever it winds up being, I don't know. We'll play it by ear. I'm just going to start bringing people up and get that show on the road. But before I get too far along, though, I do want to take a moment and welcome the latest Von subs to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTube's. Cheers on digging the videos put out so far and are interested in the videos yet to come. Next week is going to be a super busy week. It is the week before Christmas, before the holidays, before all that good stuff. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of video drops, video dumps, some end-of-year stuff, some year-in-review stuff, some gameplay stuff maybe. So be sure to ring that notification bell, stay on top of it as it goes live, and we'll just have ourselves a good time. From the top, though, I want to say a big howdy to Noah. Noah getting in here first, saying, hey, Rob, what's good, Noah? And Nigel, sitting at a 17 mil, really hoping I can get him for 25. I would be shocked if you don't. I would be shocked if you don't. Noah says, did you pump Sig Stones into Space Ghost? I did not. Unfortunately, / fortunately, I wound up awakening my Captain Marvel movie from the festivities not too terribly long ago, and she wound up getting all of my Cosmic Sig Stones, which I am not mad at. I am not mad at. I had been hoarding Cosmic Sig Stones exclusively for waking up my Captain Sparkles, so by pulling her, getting her awakened right there, that was just a dream come true. So we'll see. I need to do a couple more prestige calculations a little bit later on, see who of the two would wind up benefiting the most from them. Sparkles being at about Sig 100 right now, and Space Ghost still sitting at Sig 20, so we'll see. We'll see. Fortunately, though, Space Ghost gets a lot of his kick from just being awakened. He gets stronger, obviously, as you get more Sig Stones into him, but it's not super pressing. Not super pressing. Pew. Pew, pew. Hame. There we go. Well, I think of it, and I am going to be pitching it a number of times over the stream here. Tomorrow night is the best live stream of the week, my favorite of the week. It is the Super Serial Sunday Serial stream. It's going to be starting up at the same time, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be chowing down on a mystery box of cereal. Not sure which one is going to be just yet, but you guys are going to need to tune in and find out which one. And while you're here, pour yourself a bowl of cereal yourself. While I'll just wind up munching down on some chow, putting up some points, playing some MCOC, chatting, having a good time. So, again, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope to see you guys then as well. But that's not here. That is not now. That is a full day away. We are just rolling here with stuff tonight. Figure, though, while I look at it, I'm sitting on maxed energy, and that's not good because there's a bunch of content here left to do. So I wound up 100%ing Cavalier difficulty. I am currently working on 100%ing Uncollected. I already got the last couple of chapters done. This is chapter 2, I think. Just burning energy. I want to stay on top of that because there's just so much stinking stuff going on this month. Maybe tomorrow for the serial stream, I'll wind up finishing up or putting up more time into variant 6, because I haven't 100% of that since the live stream on whatever that was. Tuesday? Wednesday, I think. So I would like to do that. Would like to get that 100% loot and go from there. But there's just so many things going on this month, guys. There's just so many things going on. Because at the same time, don't forget, I am 99% sure that the gifting event is coming up starting this next week. So for everybody who's looking to get in on some of that gifting goodness, that's starting up. There is a Cavalier event, an undescribed, unconfirmed mystery Cavalier event that they haven't really talked about yet, but they did say was still coming this month. Just because there wasn't like a 4-star challenge for, whatchamacallit, for the Cavalier monthly quest. They said they were going to be doing something different, so that is presumably still coming out. We got the new Throwback Arena coming out on Thursday, presumably, of course, presumably. Just because that's what they wind up doing every year. The last arena of the year is usually a throwback. It's like, hey, you could win a 2020 crystal, so it's going to wind up being a random 2020 champion. Or if they're really nice, it'll be a 2020 Nexus. That'd be really cool. But either which way, I'm guessing that's what this next week is going to be. But we'll see. We'll see. And then, of course, whatever the Christmas Day festivities are as well. And the Summoner Gift. So much stuff, guys. So much stuff. Now, Emma here, of course, is immune to active dot effects. However, since Power Sting is not an active debuff, or a damaging debuff, I should say. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Since it's not a damaging debuff, I can throw as many of those on her as I want and just have a good time. Just have a good time. It is good being back here. It is good being back here. I knocked out last night, so my apologies for anybody who was hanging out here waiting for the stream to start. But yeah, I passed out. I passed out. I was like, all right, I'm gonna sit down for a minute. I'll be refreshed and ready and raring to go. And next thing I know, it's like, oh, hey, it's midnight. Whoops. Alright, so let's play a little Space Ghost here. So I just want to build up my power meter a little bit. Do not want to dex. Pew, pew, pew. Get out of here. Silly Hulk. Silly Hulk. For those of you who wound up going for featured characters, featured 5 stars, featured 6 stars, I wish you guys the best of luck. There will be, I'm sure, a bunch more opportunities to open features here with all of the festivities and holiday festivities and gifting festivities yet to come. So if that is something that you're interested in, something you're going to be doing, I wish you well, wish you the best of luck. Or if you want to hoard your shards for a little bit longer, there's going to be the new featured 5-star crystal coming out in less than a month's time. So definitely might want to save up for that as well, because you got some absolute banger champions in there, including Apocalypse, iHulk, iBomb, Spider-Ham, Space Ghost, and Red Goblin. So gonna be busy. Gonna be busy. That's what I'm saving up for, at least. I got a bunch of 5-star shards I'm sitting on. It would be nice to wake a couple of those champs up. And hopefully they wind up having a couple more throwback characters in there as well. That would be really cool. That was lucky. But we're getting there. I'm just jumping in here in the side quest right now just to burn off a little bit of energy, just take that edge off. That's actually probably good enough. Let's get back in the arena. Because that's the star of the show. That's the focus of the night. Let's just get right back into it. Do that. Let's do that, and do that, and do that. Bingo. Looks good to me. You know what's really freaky, everybody? I've already started to see people starting to advertise cheap units in anticipation of the gifting event. So, if you are on the fence about considering if that's something you want to do, don't. I mean, you do you, of course, obviously. It's your business. But this year, Kabam has been extra on top of bans and been wielding the ban hammer. So, to avoid all of that nonsense, just don't. Just don't. Cheers, all. Fried Nuggets popping in saying hello. What's up, Nuggets? How's it going, bud? Happy Saturday. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the festivities. Have you been here the last couple of days? Hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. I am sorry to hear that. How's he doing? All the same, I'm glad to have you, and I will do my best to distract you for a bit. And what better way to do some distracting than just punching some bots in the face endlessly for the lulz. You know, I had a thought too. I don't think it's going to happen, but I had a thought. It's like, what if they wound up incorporating that new Scarlet Witch into the gifting crystals somehow? Like, there's going to be like some sort of like flash update, like mid-month update that that's going to bring the Scarlet Witch assets into game. Because by all accounts, Scarlet Witch was supposed to have been added this year, right? She was supposed to have been added this year. But because, you know, even showing up on some of the year in review key art making the rounds, right? It's like, play Contest of Champions. It's never been better. 2020 was a great year for the games. Stuff like that, right? Where it's like, hey, Space Ghost and iBomb and StormX and Terrax. Everybody, the who's who of 2020, right? Well, anyway, Scarlet Witch is showing up on there too. As well as just being plastered all over, you know, this month's, come on, thank you. All over this month's, you know, wallpaper, key assets, and everything like that. It would be really nice if she was. It would be really nice. It would kind of suck because that'd be a awful, terrible, difficult way to get her. But wouldn't that be something? I'm still hoping that she's the first champ of 2021 in January. But we'll see, won't we? Kingslayer popping in saying, hey, Rob. Well, hey there, hi there, Kingslayer. How's it going, bud? You been busy? I keep getting notifications in my feed, and you just been uploading videos left and right, bud. Good on you. You've been busy. So you got Professor X right here, and he's probably going to be the first fight. I want to posting a poll on the channel here a couple of days ago, just theoretically saying, if you had Professor X and Sunspot both, and you were in a position to take either one up to rank 3, who would you take up? Assuming, and, you know, not even considering prestige, just like the champs, their kits, and everything else about them, prestige aside, who would you take up? And it started off strong for Sunspot. Then Professor X came back. Professor X was in the lead for a good bit. And then we just Thanos'd it. And it's an even 50-50 split. But it was an interesting thought experiment. Certainly had nothing to do with any potential future rank ups of my own that I was considering. Definitely not. It's purely a thought mind exercise. Just always interesting to hear what other people think and why they think it. Noah says, for the Millennia Challenge, I found a good counter for Gwenpool if anybody needs to know. Dr. Doom. Doom is a solid counter. Doom is a solid counter. You wind up rinsing through a lot of the content that way. Noah says, hey Rob, guess what? Noah, what's that? I'm waiting on bated breath. Noah's coming to California. Nice, bud. What part of California? Well, welcome over here. The weather is mostly behaving. For California, at least. A little overcast in some parts, but otherwise, for a December day, should be really nice. Should be really nice. It'll be good having you. I just realized that Ronan is a terrible choice for this fight. I'll get rid of... Wow. I would have had that fight if I didn't choke on the decks. Son of a mother. Alright, come on, Warlock. Wasp for the win. I'm really bummed out about that fight. I really should have had that. It was my fight to lose. And I choked. Rip. Rip. Well, good, bud. Enjoy Oceanside. And best of luck on your adventures of what you got going out here. Lefty popping in saying, yo! What up, Lefty? How's it going, bud? Hope you're doing well here this fine evening. How's your weekend been? How have all of your weekends been, as a matter of fact? It is midway through the weekend already. It's Saturday's over, guys. That's so weird. It's so freaky. It's one of those things. It's like, you know, you blink and it's like, hey, it's Monday again. You blink again. Hey, Wednesday's just wrapping up. Now it's like, well, here we are Saturday night. Sunday for some of you guys. Saturday night for me. Welcome back, Fried Nuggets. Finished 615 about 30 minutes ago, says Harshith. And now I'm struggling with 616 Sentinel. Have little units, my champs are KO'd. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. I want to take care of Sentinel with Void. And the only reason I chose Void is just because I let his debuffs do most of the work for me. That way you get around some of Sentinel's annoying tankiness. But Wasp actually worked out pretty good for that fight too, surprisingly. But best of luck to you, bud. Best of luck. Question of the night answer says Noah. Joe's Kansas City barbecue. Referring, of course, to the question of the night over here on my left. What is the best food in your city? Because I'm a foodie and, you know, still being housebound for a while, I like to live vicariously, you know, just imagine some of the amazing places that I would be going to visit otherwise, but, you know, got to put that off for just a little bit longer. So, Noah's saying, Joe's Kansas City barbecue. What about Joe's Kansas City barbecue do you enjoy the most? Or should I say, what's your favorite thing to get there? Dawkins popping in. How's it going, Dawkins? Thoughts on Daredevil? Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, the new one? I'm assuming. I like him. I don't love him, but I like him. He's I would argue he's still an improvement on the old Daredevil Netflix. The thing that most people are complaining about, I agree with. He is not damage mastery friendly. So if you usually run Double Edge, if you usually run Liquid Courage, you're gonna have a bad time with Daredevil. However, I really like the combo manipulation. I think that's really interesting. Plus, it makes him much more viable as a defender. Just having that constant shrug off ability to shrug off all debuffs when he's on defense, that makes him a lot more annoying. So in that regard, I think he's a big improvement. That all having been said, I definitely think that they could have done the exact same thing with his kit and work around the intolerance to the damage masteries. That was unnecessary, I think. Like if you would have changed it to a persistent charge instead of or change like his whatchamacallit, the self dot debuff into a persistent charge instead of an active debuff, so you won't always benefit from the willpower heals, so then by extension they didn't have to nerf his willpower, thereby rendering him useless because he can't survive with the damage masters. If it would have been a persistent charge, it wouldn't have affected that. We wouldn't be in this boat in the first place, but that was not the case, and here we are, so that's unfortunate. I do hope that they're going to revisit him again at some point next year, kind of to sort some of that out. Or possibly with the Kingpin buff in February, there'll be a synergy that kind of makes that all better. We'll see. We'll see. I like it, but I don't love it. Guys, help me out here. Who should I rank 5? My third rank 4? Or should I rank my first rank 4 rank 5 Colossus? 5-star Colossus. Colossus for sure, because he's an amazing champion. And to have him as an even tankier 5-star, seeing as how even once you get even more 5-star champions and you rank up more more characters at that level, he's still going to be super useful for you. It's just really future-proofing your account right there. So definitely a 5-star Colossus in my opinion. Z-Man is so good at Joe's KC barbecue. It's just bacon, onion rings, beef brisket, and a load of barbecue sauce. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Yeah, that brisket especially. But I mean, even just talking about barbecue in the first place, it makes me really want like a plate of like burnt ends. Or even like a pulled pork sandwich. Or some top-notch like baby back ribs. That just sounds amazing. I gotta say, for me, just thinking off of the top of my head, one of my favorite places is a taco place. It's just called Taqueria, taco store. But the burritos that they made there, the asada burritos that they made, are amazing. Like, the asada is like cooked to perfection, right? You got rice and beans and onions in there as well with cilantro and salsa if you want, or if you aren't a fan of either of those, you can request it off. But the burrito is gigantic, right? It's the size of your arm. It's super affordable, which is always a big plus too. You don't have to pay an arm and a leg for it. Then they wrap it up, they fry it on the outside, throw in a small bag of chips too. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Because to me, it's like the perfect combination of everything made just right. It's not bland. It's not like in your face, violently spicy. Like how some places like to like over spice, right? Nah, not like that at all. It's not like you pick it up and it's just like dripping with all the sauce that they have inside. It's like, amazing. Anytime I get the chance, always pop in, always pick some up, because how could you not? How could you not? So going in here, just taking care of Winter Soldier. One of these days, I'm gonna need to figure out Masakura. Have any of you guys like gotten a chance to like actually take him for a spin, put him to the test, really get a hang of his rotation and his incinerates? I have not. I've had him for a while. Still haven't like taken him out for the proper spin. He looks like an interesting enough character. And especially since he finds his way into, several different synergy teams. It would be nice to know to actually play him, but I don't know if you guys have played him. Let me know what you guys think. Either in the chat box there or comment section down below if you're watching after the fact. Doug says, I'm going to go now. Good night. Going to watch your stream tomorrow. All right, bud. Take care, my friend. You enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out a spell. I'll catch you later. Oh, also, while I think of it too, on a completely different random note, I prefer keeping my stream here spoiler free. So if there are any spoilers that you may or may not be in possession of, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Don't talk about it. Don't post about it. Not till next week. That way you give everybody else a chance to enjoy at their own pace. Give them a couple of days. But after that embargo is up, my goodness, do I want to talk about this weekend. That's all I'm going to say about that. That is all I'm going to say about that. So for anybody here who is... who has not caught up yet, don't worry, nothing's gonna be spoiled here. But yeah, my goodness. Boink. You know what's also really weird too? Freaky in a good way. Just like I was talking about how, the week just seems to blow by. And again, here we are Saturday already. But I could say the same about December. It's the 19th here currently, local time, right? Which means the month is like well over halfway done. I mean, you still got a bunch of big stuff coming up here between the holidays, right? I mean, some of the holidays have already started up, but, for me, Christmas... That's coming up here this next week. Got New Year's in a couple weeks' time. And then that's it. 2020 is in the bag. We almost made it, guys. We almost made it. It's a stick battle. Moon Knight's stick versus Gambit's big stick. Who's got the bigger stick? We'll find out. I think it's gonna be me. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yep. Game over. Game over. Do that. See who else we can bring up here. See who else we can bring up. Let's jump over to Beardo, Goblin, and Falcon. Falcon's new. Do that. So I'm starting to really appreciate Falcon now. Much more so than I was even a little bit ago, but Falcon even more so, just because of the rework that they've done with him, which makes him a lot more viable for a lot more annoying things. Especially once you get somebody locked on, you can take care of a lot of the annoying nodes, you know, Thorns, Electroshock. You can take care of Thermostat, that fun node. Take care of spiked armor, stuff like that. Handy stuff. Does benefit from being awakened though. So whenever I do get the chance to wake him up, I'll be really happy with that. Hopefully wound up you know, pulling him out of a basic crystal instead of a featured for the next round, but you know, there's worse things out there. There's worse things out there. So let's throw Sentinel, Kingpin, and Groot. Good lord, Groot's buff better be amazing. I think that's what everybody wants. You know? Let's just get Groot to be good. Amazing would be fantastic, but I'm not going to be greedy. Let's just make him good. Tie in the root mechanic in a plausible, useful way. So it's a mechanic that you got to dance around. But it isn't something that's going to be either just like another Nick Fury or another Gilly 99 to fight in an arena, right? It's like, hey, that's cool. But it's not going to like fundamentally break or change the character. PP stopping in and saying, hey, Rob. Well, hey there, hi there, PP. How's it going, dude? Happy Saturday. Always a pleasure. What's new with you? PP over here, the man, the myth, the legend, the meme master. Posting a bunch of fun stuff on the official Rob Vaughn server. It's the official Discord server of the channel. Got a link down in the description if you're interested in joining up. It's a cool place to go if you got crystal openings you want to brag about, crystal openings you want to sulk about, questions, comments, concerns about champs to use on which pads to use them on. As well as, speaking of which, great place to drop a bunch of memes and custom art too. I love that stuff. So if you're a meme master and want to give PP a run for his money over here, then do please click that link down in the description, and I hope to see you guys there. Boink. Get out of here, dude. There you go. Hey, Superman Blue, part of the Club Cataclysm Raid 2020, no strings attached. Well, hey there, hi there, Soup. How's it going, bud? Happy Saturday. Cheers on joining in. And Cataclysm, part of the Club Cataclysm Raid. How's it going, bud? Thank you very much for the raid. It is a pleasure having you here. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the festivities. While you guys are here, I pose to you tonight's nightly question. What is your favorite place to eat, and what do you like eating there in your city? Let's do that. Sure. Jump on over there. Sick Logic says, do you like Spider-Man swinging on webs? Well, it beats Spider-Man swinging on chandeliers. That would be a bit risky, a bit unsafe. I don't think he quite has that in his budget, but I don't know. He's full of surprises. He always does what a Spider-Man does, so who knows? Parzival stopping in, part of the Club Cataclysm Raid. Welcome, welcome, good to see you. Cataclysm does bring up an excellent point that we're having a lot of fun here tonight, but tomorrow is also where it's at. Same time, same place. It is the Super Serial Sunday Serial stream. It is far and away my favorite favorite stream of the week. I'm going to be chowing down on a mystery box of cereal, something I haven't had or enjoyed in a good long while. Do invite you guys to pour yourself with something nummy as well, whether it's cereal, some munchies, or whatever. But we're all just going to hang out. We're going to have a good time, chew the fat, play some MCOC, and punch dudes in the face for bonus arena points. So it should be a good time. And hope to see you guys then as well. Cataclysm digs a place called Rib Rack. It's expensive, but best food ever. Yeah, that's funny. We were just talking about that a little bit earlier in the stream. The barbecue place. And man, I could go for a rack of ribs here myself. Like the ones that have been like smoked to perfection, where the meat is just like falling off the bone. Beautiful. There's an Argentinian steakhouse in New York that has the best steak. That with some sweet potatoes and asparagus. Yum. Kudos to, I always do appreciate like the authentic places as well. There's always something, because, you know, there's a bunch of, you know, like, fusion, this place is popping up, or, like, this, that, and the other inspired places that, it's like, that's nice. That's nice. But nothing beats the real thing. Terrence popping in saying, I've never eaten cereal. Too much sugar. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. The important thing is to just hang out and kick back for a bit. So if you want to munch on something, that is perfectly fine. If you choose not to, that is, of course, perfectly fine as well. Whatever floats your boat. Nah, Terrence is alright. Terrence is alright. Come on, son of a mother, really? Wow. Lame. Stupid. Friggin' Spider-Gwen. Oh, Cataclysm, I 100%. 100% agree. There's a Peruvian place next to one of my old jobs, right? And it was just fantastic. They had a seafood medley mix, right? A bunch of different sauteed seafoods over a bed of rice. Spanish rice, proper Spanish rice. And it was just friggin' phenomenal. Friggin' phenomenal. Well, you know, Parswell, maybe Terrence here is onto something. Maybe Terrence can create the first Brussels sprouts and cauliflower cereal. Be the get rich quick scheme. I'm sure there's a market for it. Paz popping in. How's it going, Paz? Happy Saturday, bud. Always a pleasure. Boink. Speaking of cereal, I saw another weird combo pack. Honey Lucky Charms and chocolate Lucky Charms. Alright. That's different. You know, because I'll give Cheerios a pass. It's like, hey, you got frosted Cheerios, you got honey Cheerios, you got Cheerios with little fruit flecks, you got Cheerios mixed in with something else. But that's a first for me. That is a first for me. Sure, there's a market for it though somewhere. Rob, you having issues posting links to chat? I couldn't post your link in my stream, and either could the mods. Yes, I am. I've been having that problem for the last week-ish. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, it wasn't last stream, but it was 2 streams ago. I was trying to post a link to somebody else to get a raid going. I posted it 3 times, and it never showed up on your guys' end. Showed up fine for me, but didn't show up in actual chat for you guys. Same thing, mods tried posting it, but no luck. Something I tried the last time, because it was starting to act up again, but posted the link and then pinned it, and it showed up fine. Whether or not that was just coincidence, or whether pinning it, like, is what it takes, I don't know, but yeah, I'm glad to see it isn't just me, though. Glad to see it's not just me. Which is really weird, too, because, you know, since it's my live stream, I shouldn't be blocked from posting links in my chat, right? Neither should the mods. That's kind of the point. So I'm hoping it's just a weird glitch, weird bug that they're just figuring out, and, you know, won't need to worry about it after long. Come on, dude. Can you throw your special 2, please? Thank you. Throw this. There's that. Alaric popping in saying, hello, that 6-star featured champion crystal was bonkers. CEO. Yes. Yes, it was. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well, first off. Thanks for popping in. Always a pleasure. But yes, at the same time, I am completely beside myself how that wound up going. I was going into that thinking if I could pull one featured champion, no matter who it was, you know, I-Hulk, Red Goblin, anybody, one out of the 14 I opened, it would be a win. Because really, that's what the drop rates tell you, right? I mean, you've got like a 1 in 4 chance of pulling a featured, but you know, 1 in 4 is really like more like 1 in 8, 1 in 10. Especially looking at, you know, not every opening is like that, right? But yeah, it started off fire. It just kept going, and yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. At this point, people will make cereal-based popcorn cereal. Basically, anything that they can put in a box and sell, I think people would be all over. Wyatt's popping in saying, hello. What's good, Wyatt? I have about 900 units on my baby account. Need some of those revives on my main soon. Hey, well, there you go. 900's not bad. That is probably 3 gifting crystals if that's something you choose to partake in. Or a bunch of revives as well. I mean, you got options. You definitely got options. Let's do that. We went from the head-nodding beats in Cataclysm stream to the smooth voice of Rob stream. Well, it's a bit of a switch. It's a bit of a switch. That's one of my 2021 improvements to the stream, to the channel, is the addition of some tunes. Get some of that going at the same time too. Rob Vaughn, ASMR. Oh, you know it. You know it. That's where I make the big bucks. Get me on some of those like late night radio DJs. That'd be such a fun, interesting career. Or who knows, they'd pick me up and I'd be the next voice of a Master Chief, just like the guy up in Seattle. I say that guy and full on realizing just how flippant that sounds. Yeah, that guy. Voicing arguably one of the most popular video game characters of all time for the last 14 years. So guys, I have a confession. I'm starting to make the conscious decision that I don't want to watch Seaton's channel anymore. Not because I don't like Seaton, but because he's starting to post a lot more videos of that new Disney game, Disney Mirrorverse. And son of a mother, it looks fun. I want to play, but I can't play it because it's not, the beta isn't on Apple. It's only on Google devices. I don't have a Google device, which means I can't play, which means best I can do is watch other people play, and I want to play. So I got to wait for the global release, whenever that is. Dang it. But it was kind of freaky. I don't know if you guys had seen that video that he posted today. It was the first of his whale openings, which I think is really interesting, whaling out on a beta. But sure, why not? But he wound up opening up a bunch of crystals, right? Character crystals, because it's a similar mechanic to MCOC, right? You spin open a crystal, you get a different rarity of a given champion, but different to MCOC is that dupes don't build up like a SIG ability, right? Dupes give you shards that contribute to ranking up your, just say you pull a 3-star, then you keep pulling 3 stars, and well, then you level up to a 4-star. So on and so forth. Which is really nice because, you know, that way you don't need to wait for the 0.1% drop rate to get, you know, the top tier rarity champion. No, you just pull a bunch of 3 stars and you'll get there eventually. It's a nice, like, mercy pity system, as opposed to just, you know, either completely wailing out or just spending half your life in arena and hoping to get lucky. So, but I appreciate it. But gameplay-wise, though, it looks fun. So, but that's why. That's why. Because I don't want to keep being teased when I can't play myself. Because I think that'd be a lot of fun. Start that up as a second game to main. Now, whether or not I would post that on this channel or whether I would start a separate Disney Mirrorverse channel, I don't know. Possibly. I probably would do it that way. I think that would make more sense. That way I don't spam all the MCOC people with Disney stuff, and I don't spam all the Disney stuff with MCOC stuff. I'd like to play as Buzz or Woody in classic God of War. Yeah. Or even God of War 3, right? Get like Buzz with like the Nemean Cestus or something. And just like drop to infinity and beyond. Each time you KO a different one of the gods. Or just a God of War style Disney game. Right? Like your Mortimer, not Mortimer Mouse, but Oswald, right? Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, coming back to reclaim your title as the OG father of the franchise, right? Take it back from Zeus Mickey. You gotta go through all the different Disney characters and all the different pantheons to get there, right? So you start off, you know, fight against, you know, I don't know, Pluto or whatever as the first god. And Hades, perhaps. Instead of Cerberus, it's Pluto with a couple of heads. You got, like, I don't know, Goofy down there. Just going to ham. Could be interesting. Super stupid, but very interesting and very silly. But that's all I'm going to say about that, because then, you know, I don't want Disney to come through and slap some, like, takedown orders on the account for implying that Goofy is the god of the underworld. Can't have that. Especially if I'm starting up a Disney Mirrorverse channel. I still do need to, like, crack into MROC as well. I would like to play it. I think it would be interesting. I'm hesitant to say I am very excited to play it, though. It looks interesting. I'm not sure if it's something I would wind up investing a lot of time in. But we'll see. If they wound up implementing a change where you can either re-roll stats or you can edit stats on some of the top tier items to allocate points more towards where you want or where you need, as opposed to like having 5 different stat pools on a given legendary item. It's just like so much work for something that's so random. Because I get the random RNG mechanic of it. Kind of adds to, I don't want to say it's charm, but the replayability, certainly the financials, but You could totally have Donald as Poseidon, and then his different nephews as the pulling the chariot that Poseidon was riding in the first level. No, it wasn't the. I forget. In God of War 3, it wasn't Poseidon that had a chariot, right? That was for the Helios fight, I think. Not gonna lie, it's been a long time since I played that game. Love the heck out of it. Love the heck out of it. But it has been a while. Put that back on the to-play wish list again for some time. I don't even want to look at that list now, though. Don't even want to look. It's way too extensive. And get out of here. Get out of there, dude. Alark pulled a 6-star version of Netflix Daredevil, Symbiote Supreme, Aegon, and Groot from Cavs. Nice. Guess it's okay. You pulled 4 6-stars? Including the featured 6-star? Yeah, that's solid, bud. That is solid. And, I mean, I'll say it again. I personally like the new Daredevil. I think he's fun. He isn't going to be replacing my Elsa Bloodstone anytime soon, but I still think he's fun to play and he's got a place. Reaper popping in saying, "What up, Shoe? What's good, Reaper? How's it going, bud? Always a pleasure." Domino or Omega Red to 455. Omega is awakened, Domino is not. Omega, 100%. 100%. Domino's fun, but she relies too heavily on RNG to be reliant in clutch situations. That's my biggest gripe about her. Fun to play, fun spammy champ, especially if you got the rest of the Domino Trinity, right? But Omega is going to wind up helping out so much. Plus, he's got really solid staying power, too, with the heals. So, my 2 cents. Either which way, big congrats on the, an early congrats on the rank up. Boink. Yoink. Get that. Get out of here. There we go. Daredevil. We got Domino, Massacre, and Red Hulk as 5 stars, plus Saberman and X-Pool Dead Force. It's pretty solid. The having the Saberman, though, is obviously is going to do you a lot of good with that Omega Red too. So it'll be nice to bring him along to be a synergy mule. I think he'll put in a lot of good work that way. But still, yeah, you're sitting pretty solid. Pretty solid. Only need a 6-star Rolk to complete my 6-star Flaming Trinity. Domino and Massacre are both duped. Very cool. What rank do you have them both at, if you don't mind my asking? Because like I was saying earlier, Massacre is definitely one of those champions that I want to figure out more. Like, I see a lot of cool things done with him, but haven't spent any time trying to figure him out yet myself. Certainly something I want to do more in 2021. is take the time, not finding the time, taking the time, actually playing some of these characters much more in depth. Aside from, you know, the usual champs that I main. There's just a lot of characters in this game that can do a lot of cool things that most people are sitting on just because they aren't either the flavor of the week character or they aren't, you know, Blade or Hype or Corvus, you know. I mean, it's getting freaky though, but Blade is starting to fall into the, oh yeah, Blade, as opposed to, yeah, Blade. Domino's rank 2, Massacre rank 1, solid. Solid. I'd be really interested to find out the amount of damage that rank 2 Domino can cheese with her heavy incinerates. Imagine that gets ramped up pretty nicely. Boink. Boink. I want to try Domino at 455 as a horseman. Yeah. I was also debating if I should take APOC to 455 unawakened. I would. I would. I mean, heck, my 5-star APOC is rank 5 unawakened. So, yeah, you may as well. The only thing that his awakened ability does is that it gives him a slight heal at the start of the fight. Which is a nice to have, but it's not like a needed thing. So, I think he's worth it. I think he's worth it. I mean, heck, I think a 6-star rank 3 unduped APOC is even an option. I mean, I'm not getting a 6-star APOC anytime soon, but I think it would be worth it. Special me, please. Thank you. Domino, Massacre, Red Hulk, Cable, and APOC. Cable and APOC, so that APOC starts the fight with 4 genetic code, so next fight can activate Horseman. Yep, all it costs is 1 revive, which is a pretty low cost to pay to get a Horseman from the start of a quest. Very nice. 6-star APOC, rank 2, awakened ability is regen. Yep. Yep. So I want to say a big congrats to everybody too who wound up pulling them out of the featured crystal. Because there are a lot of 6-star APOCs popping up. A lot of them. Oh, you pulled them from the featured crystal. Nice. From the featured Cav crystal. That's so lucky. That's so lucky. I opened up, I don't know, 10 of them maybe from saved units, and I didn't even get the 3-star. Not unlikely, not a rare outcome, but I'm still hoping for at least a 3-star, you know? I think if you open up 10, you should get the free 3-star. Just as like a, hey, thanks for participating sort of gesture. Because that's a lot of units to be thrown out there and come up, you know, empty-handed. Which is the thing about friggin' Seaton's Disney opening earlier. Like, I want to say that part of that was luck, but then I think the other part of it, though, too, at the same time, is like that's what better drop rates looks like. You know, you're going to wind up pulling featured characters left and right. Well, there's crash number 1 for the night at the minute 4 mark. So that's fun. Average is about hour 5, hour 9, somewhere in there. So hour 4 is a little less than that, but still not bad. Cheers, everybody. Bonk. still over the moon that I pulled APOC from those shard crystals from the last event. Yeah, the 2020 ones. My guess is that those are going to be coming back, though. My guess is that those are coming back. Whether it's the shards themselves or just the crystals themselves, with the throwback arena starting up. Again, I'm assuming starting up on Thursday. I would hope. Wouldn't that be nice? And if they do come back, I'm hoping they have the same drop rates. You know, 1.5% chance for a featured 6-star, or just a 6-star. Just from March, in becoming Cavalier, Alaric's got 38 6-stars. Nice. From basic or featured? Yeah, still. Very nice. That's a solid year for you, bud. That is a solid year. Zappy, 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 zap. Alaric, you gotta share some of that luck with everybody else in chat, though. That's the catch. Krish popping in saying, greetings, YouTube. How's it going, Krish? Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. Saturday local time, at least. How's it going? How's the weekend? So let's do that and that. Keep on going. Keep on going. I will say this, that is an unintended benefit, but also like, yeah, outcome of getting more 5-star champions and by extension then getting more 6-star champions is that it takes an awful lot longer to be able to run through squads in arena, which is good. It means you need to do less runs on the back half, but still at the same time it's like, cool, got more dudes to run. Chris says, I think Kabam made a mistake with my 6-star. Uh-oh. A mistake that benefits you, I hope. You got a troll roll from Rhino. From Rhino to SS? Symbi? Symbiote Supreme? Sorcerer Supreme? Stealth Spidey? Either way, a troll roll from Rhino is a plus no matter who it is, to be honest. So big congrats. Congrats on the successful troll over. Chris, you're watching too many Prof Off videos. Uh-oh. I moved. The cord didn't like that. Let's do that, do that, do that. Favorite line is by Longshot. Fortune favors the lucky. Words to live by. Time Twin popping in. What's good, Time Twin? Hope you're doing well here this fine Saturday night. Saying, well, I opened up one 6-star and it was Morningstar. Dude, that's awesome. That's good. Well, she isn't the worst. I already have her duped as a 5-star and wouldn't even use the 6-star. Yes, maybe for the short term, but the fact that you got her now as a 6-star is starting to future-proof your account. So it is a good step in the right direction. That's for darn sure. So big congrats all the same. I think you pulled 4 6-star Nexus from Cavs. There you go. How many Cavs did you open up, by the by, to wind up getting, was it 6 6-stars and 4 Nexus? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stop it. I always wind up doing that. Whenever I get hit with like a solid dot effect, you know, like the hemorrhage from Hawkeye's bleed right there, I always frantically look up at my health bar to see if I'm going to wind up surviving, and then just doing the quick maths to make sure I've got enough life left relative to the timer. And then I'm like, oh wait, the fight's still going, and I always take an extra punch to the face too because I'm distracted. Just my luck. Yeah, I do, but now the problem is I've got a lot of cosmics to use. Corvus, Cole, and Surfer. And the rest of the two are Beardo, Awakened, and Carnage. And I'm on 611. Yeah, that's the thing. You're gonna be hurting pretty good for Cosmic. ISO and Cosmic rank up materials, but it's kind of freaky how that always works out. It always feels like your account is blessed with one class in particular. You wind up getting other stuff, obviously, but there's always that one class that you keep getting pulled into. Like for me, it's Mutant for whatever reason, and it's been that way for 6 years now. I'm, for whatever reason, more predispositioned to pull Mutants than anything else. Which, I mean, at this point in the game, all the classes are good equally for different reasons, but yeah, as other people it's that way with skill, other people still it's that way with mystics. Mine is Mutant for whatever reason. Boink. Just wondering, who would you pick from 6-star Nick Fury, Ghost, or Darkhawk? All new? Ghost. Ghost, probably. Because Nick needs to be awakened to be good. Ghost doesn't. Darkhawk doesn't really, but kind of does. You got to follow that up with who do you have as a 5-star already. Because if you have, like, if you got a Nick ranked up as a 5-star already, you don't need the 6. If you got a Ghost ranked up as a 5-star, you could still use a 6-star version. You can definitely run dual Ghosts. My 2 cents. But if that's a real choice for you, then that is a very lucky Nexus. Chose Nick. There you go. Nick is a solid pull. It's definitely a solid God tier champ. Got 5-star Nick, Sig 200. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If I was given that exact same choice, I would go with Nick as well, but that's only because I have the other two as 6 stars. That's the only reason. Stop it. I'm not going to lose to a Jane Foster Thor. That'd just be embarrassing. Yeah, and I mean, if nothing else, with the dupe, if you wind up pulling a skill awakening gem, he's a shoo-in for that. I shall have double ghosts next level up event. Nice. It's a nice problem to have. You can never have too many ghosts. Always have one for backup. That's the thing. too, because you can bring both of them with questing. If one of them starts getting pretty, you know, low in health, you can just swap out to the other without burning pots. And still keep running Ghost for another few fights. Ghost would have been good. We've got 6-star Ant-Man, Sig 80, and 6-star Hood, 5-star Wasp, 100. Yeah, no doubt. Good options all around, though. All three of those are very, very good champs. I mean, heck, the only reason I didn't vote for Darkhawk out of those three is because the other two, I would argue, are more immediately useful, but... I mean, if it was Darkhawk and almost anybody else, I'd still go Darkhawk. I love that champ. He's wound up carrying me through so much content with his utility. Hey, cheers, PP. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Wonder if Thor Jane is going to get some love this year in-game. I mean, they certainly have their work cut out for them in terms of champ buffs. That much is for sure. Cheers. Guess, I mean, there's so many of the original OG champs from 2014, 2015 that just need to get updated to be relevant or halfway relevant in the modern meta, let alone champs that are released and they're like, oh, yeah. See, the one thing with Darkhawk is that why is Darkhawk a robot? He's a dude in his suit, right? So why is he a robot? It's not like he's a dude controlling the suit from like a, you know, safe location. If I started singing the Darkhawk song, I would do Dave a great disservice. I would do him a great disservice. But frickin' Dave, though, for inventing and coming up with such a great earworm song for the champ. It's a banger. Yeah, 6-star Thor Jane Foster duped, Dormammu duped. Yeah, well, yeah. Those are two champs to have. Dormammu much more useful than Thane. Wow, Jane Foster Thor. You like how I could just combine the names twice? I'm like, oh, I combined the names. I'll say it right this time, and then nope, I'm going to combine their names again in a different way. Good job, Rob. Good job. Get through this clown. Boink, doink, 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 doink. Verbal meme. When a noob asks you if a meme champ is good, but you completely forgot they existed. It's true, there are still a few champions in this game that I forget are in the game. Airwalker always comes up as like the most recent example. Like, oh yeah, Airwalker is in this game. That's right, he's terrible. Alright, so almost done with the 6-stars here. We got this round, and we got one round after that. Then I'm going to pop over and EQ, get the rest of this energy burnt off because it's been slowly accumulating again. And then go from there. Jump back into the 5-stars, I think. I would need to look through the champ list to even remind myself of who I am forgetting is in the game. Because that's part of the problem too, is it's like, yeah, there's champs in here that are like, oh yeah, them. But it's so much so where it's like, oh yeah, them, that I don't even remember the name in the first place. Boink. Alex, Lark says, did you pull 6-star I-Bomb and Spider-Ham? I guess I'm lucky to have them. I wound up getting the 5-star I-Bomb in Arena, and yes, I was lucky enough to get the 6-star Spider-Ham. And took him immediately to rank 2. I want to try in 100% Act 7 before next year. Good luck, bud. If you're just taking and talking about 7.1, yeah, you could easily 100% that by the end of the year. I mean, the rest of them you're gonna have a bad time, seeing as how they aren't, you know, launched yet. But I believe in you. If anybody could do it, you could do it. Come on. Stop it. Boink. Good decision or not? To what? Take Spider-Ham to rank 2? Good decision. Heck yeah. Good decision. For 2 reasons. First of all, he's extremely useful. You know, having the first champ in game that can be degen immune is very useful, as well as the most readily accessible power stings. I mean, that's for 1. For 2, he's just so stupid fun to play. He's so silly. His animations are so fluid. It's just... he's just very enjoyable to play. And honestly, the game needs more characters like that, and I very much wanted to rank him up. I have never second doubted myself about that. Other rank ups, yeah, from time to time I was like, should I have done that? Spider-Ham, no, not a chance. Not a chance. I'd do it again today if I could. Honestly, I would consider him rank 3 as well. Tom's popping in saying, hello, Rob. Hello, chat. Well, hey there, hi there, Tom. What's good, buddy? Happy Saturday. We need to get 7 nonsense for degen. Yes, that's the thing. It's still not the first true degen immunity, but it's the first 100% reduction possibility. So you got to play safe and you got to play really smart once you get up to 7 nonsense. Basically, you got to keep cycling your heavies, right, to keep it beneath 10 and above 7. But, you know, with a bit of work and a bit of luck, you definitely could. And that's enough for me. For now. I'm sure at some point there's going to wind up being a proper degen immune character. But for now, I think Spider-Ham is one of the best that we got. Ooh. Oh boy. Hey, stop it. Special me, please. Please. Go on. Thank you. There's that. Over Human Torch, Beardo, Thing, Immortal, A-Bomb. Okay, well, speaking for me, for personal experience, right? My Human Torch is already rank 3, so I don't need to worry about that. Over Thing and Immortal, A-Bomb, yes. Thing, because he really needs to have a synergy partner to, not to be good, but to make the most out of his attack. Immortal A-Bomb, yes, because there are too many poison immune champs in the game, and that just completely nerfs his functionality. Beardo is tough. I would still do it over... Beardo's tough. I already have a 5-star Beardo at max sig, right? But that would be tough. Like my 6-star Beardo is 6-star rank 1 sig 20 right now, right? So I would need to throw like 80 or 100 sigs on him to get him into a reasonable place to capitalize on his awakened ability. And that's a lot of 6-star sigs. So that's the kicker. So I don't know. I would be on the fence about Beardo, but I think I probably would do Spider Ham first, just because I don't have a high ranking Spider Ham, and then I would do Beardo for the next following science. Because I'm still not the biggest fan of double dipping, you know? It's like, hey, I got somebody ranked up here already, but now I'm going to rank up a second copy, right? Beardo, I think, would be the exception to that, just because his synergies and his black proficiency would be helpful to have 2 of, but... Beaver says, I will learn how to hack after 5 minutes of Googling, carefully create fun and interactive nodes for 7.2 through 7.6, then make 1-star Jug the final boss. We'll also make 2-star Scarlet Witch have 1 million attack and crit rate. There was a node. I forget if it was in Act 4 or 5, something like that. It's basically when the game was teaching that nodes boost attack and whatnot. So I forget if it was either 4 stars were the going meta in that quest, or if it was 5s. But they threw like a 1-star champ at us, right, as an opponent, and just gave him like, you know, 700% health and attack boost, so that he would actually be challenging for, you know, the overall difficulty. But yeah, something like that, right? Where, yeah, sure, it's a 1-star, but they're a freaking tank. Oh, right. That was dumb. That was dumb. Alright. Got another path here. Dive in with that. Now we'll do this little chapter. There's that. Jump over here, fight not Netflix Daredevil. Keep it simple. Come on. There we go. Let's do some more Space Ghost action. Tom asking the pointed question, do you think we'll get more epic shards? Yes, I do think we're going to get more epic shards. I think they're either going to be in gifting crystals, or they're going to be part of like unit bundles. But the shards themselves, I would be shocked that we don't see more of. As far as like the crystals themselves, like the epic crystals or the Sextenium, that I think we're going to see in some capacity here next week with whatever the next featured arena is going to wind up being. because we're getting to the point where we're going to start having the throwback arenas, like, hey, these are the characters from 2020. You could get one of them, like that arena that we've had a number of times before. And I would expect, I would hope that at least that would be the that would show up in the Crystal Store. So hopefully, my guess. Boink. Pew. Pew, pew. Such overkill. Such overkill. I love it. Rennet stopping in and saying, hey, Rom, how you doing? Rennet, I'm doing really good. Thanks. Thanks for asking. It's been a most wonderful Saturday here so far. It was a really good day. I'm doing well. I'm in good spirits. Looking forward to tomorrow, to the next week here, and you know, closing out this year on a high note. So, cheers, bud. How are you doing? Pew, pew. Such lovely overkill. Do that. How much do you think Daredevil Hell's Kitchen will go for? 30 mil. Probably less, but 30 mil. I mean, heck, Spider-Ham went for 34 mil the first round, and he's arguably one of the best champs of the year. Netflix Daredevil ain't going to be going that high. I think the hardest thing... I mean, Gambit went for 24, right? So I think really the hardest metric to gauge this by is what 1 to 5 is going to wind up being. But again, I would be really surprised if he goes anything higher than any of that. Doing fine. This year had its ups and downs, mostly downs, but hopefully next year will be a better one for everyone. Amen to that, buddy. Amen to that. And I think it will be. I think it will be. Overall, for everybody. Get out of here. Brilliant. Alright, so that should conclude, yeah. Get the request that. Conclude that. Jump over here. Claim some of this loot. Claim that. Oh, just a few things. Just a few things to claim. Try not to claim those revives. That way they don't go into overflow just yet. That way I can hang on to them for a little bit longer before they expire. Because I'm doing that same thing with the Act 6 compensation as well. Do that. Cool. Has anybody pulled anything cool here? Someone pulled a Sassy. That's fun. I still had forgotten that Like Sassy and Co are in the basic crystals now. Kudos to those guys for pulling them. This is Volder Year, the one that we don't talk about. That's right. We don't mention its name. Don't mention its name. Let's do this. Sure, why not? Let's do this. Boink. 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 Uh-oh. Stop it. Stop it. And get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Brilliant. Boink. 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 Pulled two full tier 5 basics from Thronebreaker Daily in less than 2 weeks. You lucky son of a mother. And a lot of tier 2 alpha. Lucky, dude. I have yet to pull a full one yet. I'm hoping that next month I will. Because that'd be really cool. But big congrats to you on pulling those two, man. That's very unlikely, but very, very lucky. Noah popping back saying, hey, I'm back. Well, welcome back, Noah. Welcome back. Been doing a little bit of this, been doing a little of that. Did some EQ, burning some energy. We're on a burning through all the 6 stars here. Talking about a bunch of different food places. PP bragging about the 2 tier 5 basics. Lucky PP. Lucky. Had to go watch my friends stream and support them. Good. As well you should. As well you should. Boink. Boink, boink. Yoink. Oh, right. Thing. Unstoppable. There we go. That was lucky. Alrighty, guys. We got time for a few more here. We got a few more. And then, let's see what we got going on. Do that. Let's do this, get this going. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of here. So squish. So squish. Stop it. I only got a couple spores on me. Don't go on blockable. No touchy. There we go. Get that. Throw some of that incinerate damage back his way. See how you like it. Yeah. That's what I thought. Noah's got a glitch where it keeps on restarting. Well, that's not fun. We don't like glitches. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. This one here is gonna wind up being the last one of the night, unfortunately. But with this one, I'm gonna post a link here in the chat. Go get a raid going. Raid someone who's doing currently a Act 7 itemless run. Wish them the best of luck with that. That's pretty gnarly. But keep the show going for a little bit longer. Get rinsed by this Omega Red. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was going to counter that, because I left myself wide open. And keep the show going. Grimsoul popping in saying, "What's up?" What's good, Grimsoul? How's it going, bud? Time Twin says, "Will the link work this time?" You know, if I just keep spamming it in my own chat, then maybe one of those times will. If nothing else, then I'm going to try and pin it. That worked before. Hopefully that's going to work again. But I'll get the hookup going. I'll get the hookup going. Spinny, spinny, spin. Spinny, spinny, spin. Doesn't even matter at that point. Okay, awesome. Set the phone down. Have the cord freak out like it usually does. So, that is going to do me for tonight, everybody. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out here the last hour and almost a couple hours. And Armand popping in saying, "Hello, sir. How's it going, Armand? Good to see you. Good to see you." So I am trying to post a link, get a raid going to Dreamin', who is doing that Act 7 itemless run. So far it hasn't been showing up. Let me see if I can pin it, see if that helps. Alright, so, okay, there we go. So let me know, guys, if that showed up on your end for the pin. Because it's showing up for me that you guys should be seeing it. First link didn't, but that should be showing up. We're going to be going under the handle, Rob Von Raid. Do invite you guys to come back tomorrow night, because tomorrow night is my favorite live stream of the week. It is the Super Cereal Sunday Cereal stream. You can chow down on a delicious bowl of cereal on stream. Do invite you guys to join in, pour yourself a bowl of something snazzy as well. We're all just going to hang out and chill and kick back for a time. So that is going to be 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope to see you guys then. If you would, though, also kindly like the video, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff does help the channel grow, and I do very much appreciate it. But that is going to do it for tonight, guys. We got the link or the pin up there, over there, wherever it winds up being on your device. Going to go say hey to Dreamin' and go from there. But again, everybody, till next time, take care. Talk soon. Stay safe and be well, all. Bye for now.